Young, tipsy, and black.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Young, Tipsy, and Black podcast, a podcast combining two of my favorite things, wine/spirits and music. Welcome in, friends. Missed you all. It's been a crazy week in music, and I can't wait to dive in. But before I dive in, like and subscribe. All right, subscribe and like. Comment on the video. Let's have some dialogue because I got some shit I'm about to lay on you, okay? It's been a minute. Last week I was in Disney, and I did do Drink Around the World, and that's not for the faint of heart. But you know I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I'm a bad bitch. So I pulled it off. I don't know how I pulled it off, but I pulled it off, and I'm here to tell a tale. So I can't wait for y'all to see that footage. Cutting it up. We'll be releasing that very soon. But it was really, really fun. So hopefully more of those to come. So let's just dive in, right? What's in my cup? So, I just got back from, a little vacay, right? So I'm still feeling in the vacay mood. And when I'm on vacation, I typically stick to I try to get to the crisper things, the lighter things, if you will. So today, we will be having a rosé. This is the Esperol rosé. And the reason we got the Esperol, and I say we, because I'm gonna circle back to who we is, but I got the Esperol because at the Trader Joe's, they got an Esperol, like a Vino Verde. That's what it's called. It's the white wine or whatever. Sommeliers enjoy it. I enjoy it. I think I even did it on one of these episodes. I did the white wine version, and I didn't know they had a rosé. So we finna try this rosé. This is the Esperol. You can see this is what I'm supposed to do for you to see in the frame. I'm very excited to try this out because I like the first one. Let's see what it tastes like. I'm gonna tell you what they say it's supposed to taste like. But let's see what it tastes like. Let's do that first. ASMR. And I got a little bubble to her. Okay. All right, Esperol. She got a little bubble. Smells nice. Sounds very fruity. Very fluorescent. The big gulp turns, my God. Okay. Very, very citrusy. But it's also like berries. A lot of berry. Let's see what I'm supposed to be tasting because I could be lying to y'all. A refreshing, light, fruity rosé wine. Esperol Rosé is delicious on its own, or with all fish dishes, shellfish, white meats, and salads. Okay, well, it didn't say what it's supposed to be. But luckily, I do my research. So, rosé is typically on the fruitier side. You can expect notes of strawberry, citrus, melon, raspberry, cherry, and fresh flowers. So I taste it's very floral. It's giving very strawberry, giving very raspberry. This one in particular, I have had rosés that did not give very super fruity forward. This is very fruity. This one has a little sweetness to it. Yeah, this is very fruity, but it tastes good, right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all know I love a bargain. $4.99 down at the Trader Joe's. Y'all need to go ahead and get you some, okay? Get you some of this Esperol. It's very good. I may be drinking this whole bottle as we talk because like I said, I got some shit to talk about. And so with this nice, refreshing, fruity wine, I felt like it was only right that we pair this with something that's also kind of like giving a summer outdoor vibey chill sort of moment. Stay with me and I'll bless you. So Janelle Monáe is one of my favorite artists, just in general. And she came out with a project in 2018 called Dirty Computer. Now this thing was a story. This is storytelling at its finest for me personally. It also came with visuals because we love visuals. And it really told a full story about what she feels like being a quote unquote dirty computer, right? How her body, how she feels like she's broken and something's wrong with her because that's what the world has always told her for being a queer woman in existing. Love it, ate it up. But the songs themselves are they're still kind of freeing, even though they're like talking about some heavier things and heavier themes. Like Pink is a good one. Pink matches this. And speaking of Pink, did you know that Rosé, some people, come like, oh yeah, Rosé is when you mix a white wine with a red wine. That's just what niggas do in the hood. A Rosé is typically from also red grapes, but the skin of the grape is removed before it gives that tannin and gets it really, really dark. So it can be a Grenache, it can be a Pinot Noir grape, but the skins is what really gives that tannin. Remember that bitterness that I mentioned multiple times in other episodes? But the skin is what really gets it that darker color and the bitterness and the tannins that you taste. So a little rosé fact. I meant to say this earlier, but I forgot. I'm already feeling this, can't you tell? But yes, so for Janelle Monáe, Dirty Computer, we got I Like That. We got, Crazy Classic Life. We have Take a Bite. Make Me Feel. It's just the way you make me feel. It's very Prince, very just like you moving and you vibing. I got on my shades. I'm sitting down. The wind is blowing. It's just the way you make me feel. I'm vibing. Can't you see me? We see each other. We're doing it together. So go ahead and get you some Esperol. Again, like I said, I love a bargain. $4.99. It is on the fruitier side of the rosés, right? But still very, very good. $4.99 at the Trader Joe's. And turn on Dirty Computer by Janelle Monáe. It's dope. It's amazing. If you have not heard it, if you've not listened to it, really is a masterpiece. Shout out to Janelle Monáe for being a boss bitch. Yeah, y'all. So I think it's time for the tipsy tea. Let me take a sip before my God, today. So over the weekend, there was supposed to be a big concert in Vegas, the Lovers and Friends Fest. And if you recall, me and my friend, we went viral at the Lovers and Friends Fest a few years ago, and it was great. We had a great time. It was actually a vibe. Like it was real, real tight. And this year they had to cancel it at the last moment. I don't know if they had to cancel it at the last moment, but they did cancel it at the last moment. They also did not alert all the people that were attendees that it was indeed canceled. There was an Instagram post, so I hope that helped. But it was like maybe 14 hours before it was supposed to like begin. I'm like, oh, not 14, like maybe it was like 18 hours before like the show like actually got started. It was more like 10. I was trying to give him some grace. If you wonder who I'm talking to my producer Daniel. We gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that a little later. But shout out to Daniel, producer. I'm very excited. Like I said, I got some nice stuff going on for y'all. It's just gonna be crazy. So Daniel was supposed to go, and he ain't know it got canceled by them directly. It was people being like, "Yo, did you hear?" Versus like, "Oh, I'm a ticket holder. I purchased this. I should have been the first to know." Except for being the last to know. I really feel sorry for the people who booked flights, who were on their flights, and when they landed, they got the alert message that the show was canceled. I'm sorry for the people who went there with that expectation to go to the show. I mean, No tea, no shade. It was a fun time for me, and I'm so sorry that didn't happen this year. Maybe it'll happen next year, though. Hopefully it does. Maybe I'll go next year if it happens. Because they cancel it last minute. I don't know. I don't know who does business like that. But anyway, they ain't asked me back anyway after I went viral, and everybody was, oh my God, we have to go to Lovers and Friends. They're such a vibe. It's so much fun. Are y'all going again? They was asking me. I was like, no, I'm not paying all that money again unless they bring me back. They didn't. So, there you go. So that's Lovers and Friends Fest, right? We're cute. I'm gonna skip one thing. I'm gonna circle back to it because that's a long part of the Tipsy too. The Met Gala is on tonight, and the theme is the Garden of Time, and they have a the Costume Institute's spring exhibition is titled "Sleeping Beauties: Reawakening Fashion." So I'm gonna tell you some of my favorite fits, my favorite vibes here, and y'all need to look them up. I may throw them on the screen just so you can really get into it. I think I'm gonna do that. Miss Divine Joy Randolph, it gave Disney's Brave realness. I think it really is that. It really just Disney's Brave, and it was beautiful. I was, this is gorgeous. Red hair, all that. I really want a Scottish accent. All that. Kiki Palmer gave Mummy, mummified, like what's up, wrapped up, handling business. So we love Miss Kiki Palmer. We love Lauren over this place. Colt Domingo also looked amazing. Gave also very flowy, very nice. It was like, I don't know, like I love a train anyway. It was like a white little cake train moment. So great. Tiana Taylor gave like Queen of the Flowers, very red. It was all red, had a thigh out, had a leg out. Mother looks good. She always looked good, but she looked amazing on tonight. She did. She really, really did. Ariana Grande, she looked like a fairy. She looked okay. I liked it, but she also looked like a little, it made her look a little younger. What she had on, she looked a little childish. Childish is not the word. Damn, something else. Mindy Kaling, who my producer loved. I think she looked like she was reprising her role in The Wrinkle of Time. That's what it gave to me. Like, this is very much the same vibe as The Wrinkle of Time. So maybe she just hopped in her closet and pulled it out. Who knows? And then Lizzo also, she gave Game of Thrones Lady Tyrell. That's what she gave. It was like, I don't know. Some people understood the assignment, some people didn't. Obviously, there are people who were standout. What's her name? Patel? Mona Patel. Damn. Again, I didn't know the girl until we saw her flowers. We saw the butterflies doing what they needed to do on her arm. Beautiful. Gorgeous, right? Like Zendaya, gorgeous, of course. Who else looked amazing? Like, there was just so many people had some good, nice, beautiful looks. Cardi B with this huge, gaudy black gown thing. Very nice. Very, very nice. So we love the Met Gala. We love the looks. Some people, again, like I said, understood the assignment and some didn't. And I feel like based on my responses and how I talked about it, how I felt. Okay, guys. All right, guys, we're moving on to the last part of Tipsy Tea. And of course, I had to talk about Kendrick and Drake. Of course, I had to talk about them stupid, funny, hilarious motherfuckers. Okay. So I want to do my best for those of you who have not tuned in or have not been able to keep up with the beef. It's a lot, but stay with me and I'll do my best. I'm also a little bit tipsier than I expected. So stick with a bitch. All right. Also, before I begin, shout out to Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City, which has spent 600 consecutive weeks on the Billboard 200 since its release in October 2012. It is the first hip hop studio album to achieve this feat. That is a long ass time to be in the Billboard Top 200. That's amazing. First of all, the project was amazing. I remember in undergrad, top to bottom, no notes, not one. Great storytelling as well. I love a story. And speaking of stories, Kendrick takes us on one, and so does Drake in certain ways. So the back and forth really began with J. Cole being like, me, Kendrick, and Drake, we the big three. And then Kendrick responded to that in a song and said, nah, it's just Big Me. Which then inclined J. Cole to respond with like 7-minute drill. And it was so out of character for him that he apologized to Kendrick and said, you know what? That I did say that. My bad. I didn't mean to say that. That's uncomfortable. I don't got no beef for you, with you, nothing going on. Now, my theory is, we talked about this the other day. I feel like somebody gave him the heads up. Hey, Cole, Kendrick about to air all your shit bare. Let's just bow out now because you got some stuff going on, right? He could also not be about that life, but I feel like he just protected himself because he's smart. So then Drake jumps in with push-ups, calling him short and talking about who he was doing music with and like all this other shit. I'm like, okay, which is weird because Drake, you are indeed that. You've done music with so many other white artists, so watch yourself. Like he was already teetering on that line. As you can tell, I'm a non-Drake fan, but I'll give credit when credit is due. And is it due yet? No. Then Rick Ross jumped in and he was like, all them surgeries you had, how you got your 6-pack abs, you goofy, to Drake, right? Everybody hates Drake. Everybody hates Drake. And so then Drake calls out Kendrick again with this AI diss track, and then like that had Tupac in it and Snoop, and then Tupac's people was like, his estate was like, you gotta get me out of this. He's like, first of all, let Tupac rest. Let him rest, please. I know that y'all got this conspiracy theory that he's somewhere in the Cayman, but let him rest. Okay? That man ain't. Let him rest. He already did his beef. He already had his shit. Why are you gonna bring him into your beef? He already did his. Leave him alone. Anyway, then here we go with Euphoria. Damn. What a crazy song. Okay? Just whooped his ass with Euphoria. Euphoria probably, to me, was like the big, like, oh shit, this is crazy. And then Drake's response to that was like a post from 10 Things I Hate About You. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a Julia Stiles, okay? We all thought she was amazing in Save the Last Dance, and now that we know that she wasn't, we're all concerned and confused. However, that scene in 10 Things I Hate About You, that's not what he was talking about. I'm pretty sure about that. Pretty sure he was talking about DMX. I'm pretty sure, right? I don't know though, because I'm not him. So, but like very, I don't know, the white side of him was really peeking out when he put that on his story. So it was very like, okay, that was what you referenced. That's where you went with that. 10 Things I Hate About You. Real cute. Love the movie personally. It was great to me. But like, it's not my beef, so whatever. Then Kendrick dropped another track before Drake could actually respond, which is 616 in LA. And a lot of the theories, there's so many theories about 616 and what it means or whatever. But my favorite is how it relates to Canadian Father's Day. Because he keeps calling Drake a shitty father. That's probably my favorite thing. It's very funny because he hit that little boy. That little boy was hidden for a while. And now they say, oh, let me not get ahead of myself. And then also in 616 in LA, he also alluded to the fact that he already knew what Drake was finna do. He said, I got you. He said, your niggas are working for me. I know what you're about to release. So then Drake releases Family Matter. Very good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Drake had some swingers in there. Drake did what he needed to do. And as a non-Drake fan, it was good. He had some shots at him, at Kendrick. Talk about his partner, his girlfriend, his fiance, and how they not married, and how he out here in these streets doing XYZ thing, and how his fiance mixed too, so his kids got a little. It was alright, sure. You know, you throwing little jabs. You know, it is what it is. But then 20 minutes later, Kendrick releases Meet the Grams. Now, Meet the Grams is probably the most disrespectful thing I've heard in a very, 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 very long time. Kendrick addressed everybody in his family damn near. And even some little girl that apparently he got. I was like, wow, this is intense. It got intense with Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams is what it really, really got intense. Really, really, really got it. And then the next day, Kendrick releases Not Like Us. And I'm gonna tell you what, Not Like Us goes up in the club. We was in the club this weekend. Everybody, they not like us. Yeah. It's Drake lost. Or he's losing. Let me not say that, because he hasn't conceded. Because recently, on the 5th, on Cinco de Mayo, Drake releases The Heart Part 6, where he was talking about, you know, a lot of the shit he was saying, like denying what Kendrick was saying. Like, I don't mess with little girls, that's crazy. No, that's not what I do. I'd be in jail if I did. That's not what I do. Then talking about how he was the one that released the rumor about this fake daughter so that Kendrick would pick it up. Like, he was the one that started it. Like, he's the one that planted all this stuff. Like, oh no, we the one that gave you that intel, and of course you gonna run with it because you a bitch. This is like, honey, you're not that smart. I don't think so. I'm not calling them dumb. That's rude. I don't know. For me, Kendrick is winning. Kendrick has won. I don't know. What do you say? What say you? That was a lot. But I gave you a timeline, so you know what the fuck's going on. Amen. Amen. Dang it. I'm so tipsy. I like it like that. Okay. Woo! Okay. We're going to move on to the Sip Responsibly section because that was a lot. And again, like I said, Kendrick won, Drake lost. I don't care. And also, before I go on, Drake was also like, his stuff sounded very much like, oh, I'm trying to get you in the club and have you dance or whatever. Kendrick was like, no, I'm coming at your neck constantly, consistently. And then he released Not Like Us to be like, oh no, and I can make a club banger with Not Like Us. I can do that. I didn't do that, but I absolutely can. I don't know. It's just, it shows versatility. It shows storytelling. It shows excellence. It just doubles down on why his Good Kid, Mad City is on, you know, the Billboard Hot 200 for 600 consecutive weeks. Like, it's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, we're moving on to Sip Responsibly section. This is the section where I read you ridiculous drunken stories. Now, I kind of skimmed this one, so you'll have to bear with me as I work my way through. I gotta talk about how we need to sip responsibly. All right. I woke up in a police cell. That's how it starts. My God, today. When you wake up in a police cell with no recollection of what crime you have committed, you start to panic very quickly. I stood up at that moment, realized not only was I in a police cell, I was also naked. What you doing naked? And what is up with people getting naked in the police? I read another story about these people taking off their clothes and dancing. I put my clothes on and stood around waiting for someone to come and talk to me. A policewoman walks in smiling, eating a packet of crisps. Okay, wait a minute now. You ain't from here. She puts the crisps down. It's a hard thing to do right now. And tells me to put my hands out so she can handcuff me. I do this while asking why I was here. To which she says, "You're about to find out." Well, this is getting juicy, actually. I skimmed it real fast. She walks me into a room with another policeman in it, who tells me to sit down and drink some water. He then tells me why I was there, which goes a little like this. I was walking home from a night out when I went into a small supermarket and proceeded to eat some olives. I don't even like olives. And some chocolate bread. I then picked up some chicken breasts and left with them, putting them in a bin outside the shop. As I was continuing my walk home, the policeman I was now talking to pulled up in front of me and arrested me. At which point I decided it would be a good idea to try and run away. I got about 10 meters before I ran into a bush and fell over. After he had finished, he asked me if I wanted to see the evidence. I said yes. He then got up a CCTV image of me in the supermarket with a packet of olives in one hand, a big smile, and a thumbs up with my other hand. I really fucked up. Yeah, actually, this is a great one. I really like the story. This is actually a very funny story. Yes, sip responsibly, but if you're going to be irresponsible, have a good time while you're doing it. Because I don't know her name, but we're going to call her Sharon. Sharon knew what she was doing, okay? Granted, she ended up in a police station. So, like, goofy goober shit, right? Like, if you're that brown out, blackout drunk, unacceptable, inappropriate behavior. But to decide to eat olives in the grocery store, you don't even like olives. I also don't like no olives, so I can imagine standing there. My favorite, I can imagine standing there eating the olives, upset, fucked up, and enjoying olives when I don't eat them. It just don't make no sense to me. My favorite part is the ending. When he got up and showed me the CCTV image of me in the supermarket with a packet of olives in one hand, a big old smile, and a thumbs up with my other hand. She knew what she was doing. Drunk her is different, right? Some of y'all are like this, where your drunk self knows you're going to hell. It's almost like it's an alter ego, like a demonic little possession soul situation. Because how you got a thumbs up moment, but you so fucked up you don't know what you're doing. Girl, you're down bad. This is down bad. This is why it's so important for y'all to sit responsibly, because y'all gonna end up in the jailhouse because you done broke into the supermarket and stole a pack of chickens. You stole chicken breasts and ran out the store and put it in the bin and was walking home. That's crazy. Could you imagine walking into the grocery store, you getting your shit, and somebody just in the aisle just throwing olives in their mouth? So fucking stupid. Anyway, at the end of the day, y'all, please start sipping responsibly, or you end up like Miss Sharon over here. What's that? Did I call her Sharon earlier? I hope I did. The rosé is good. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I enjoy these so much. I'm really excited because we have Daniel, the producer, jumping in, helping me out, handling the business. You see the lighting is a little different in here today. Like, you know what I'm saying? He producing. He doing what he needs to do. I appreciate y'all again for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Send it to a friend. Yeah, I'll be back soon. Peace.